This is the prayer that Hezekiah he prayed with the prophet Isaiah. It's in 2 Kings 19:9. One sentence. 25 words. That was a prayer. Listen to it. Now, Lord our God, deliver us from his hand, so that all the kingdoms of the earth may know that you alone are Lord our God. Because they recognize they can't deliver themselves. They can't do anything about this situation. They're not going to abandon their faith. They're not just going to lay down and let the Assyrians come in. But they can't fight them and they can't beat them. And they say, God, deliver us. They chose a side. They chose wisely. They chose God. And they let everybody hear them. They did this in the temple. In front of all these people. One sentence. 25 words. No amen. You know, amen is when everybody agrees, right? And all God's people said amen. That's like you say a prayer and you ask them all to say amen, just like kind of support me here. Yeah, come on, say it, you know, right? Amen. No amen. You know why? Because he believed that God would hear and answer that prayer. That's a powerful prayer when you don't have an amen at the end. Because he had the confidence to say that from the depths of his soul and his guts. And he said, deliver us so that the whole world might know about you. Because what the world knew is that nobody could stand up to the Assyrians, right? Everybody had fallen in front of their armies. He's saying, God, you show them. You show them. Well, what happens, right? Do you know what happens? Verse 21 from 2 Chronicles. Just listen to the simplicity. This simple prayer, Lord, deliver us from his hand. And then in verse 21 it says, and the Lord sent an angel who annihilated all the fighting men and the commanders and the officers in the camp of the Assyrian king. Annihilated. One angel annihilated. So that after that, the king of Assyria withdrew to his own land. He went back home in disgrace. And he went into the temple of his God. And some of his sons, his own flesh and blood, cut him down with their swords. Because he failed. So the Lord saved Hezekiah and the people of Jerusalem from the hand of the king of Assyria. And from the hand of all others, he took care of them on every side. That means nobody messed with Hezekiah ever again.